It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Midday Show. It is pouring out there, so don't go out there because it's raining. Stay here, watch this, have a hot cup of coffee.
Have a hot dog.
Have a hot dog.
Ever have hot dogs and hot coffee?
You know, Lisa is in the house. You don't talk hot dogs when Lisa's in the house.
Why?
Because she takes off her shoe and throws it at you.
No hot dogs for you?
No.
Yeah, but she's known you a long time.
I never ate a hot dog in front of her. Every time I held one, she looked at me and went, I went,
Anyway, happy Tuesday to you.
How are you feeling? Are you okay now?
I'm great.
You sure?
Absolutely. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to the Midday Show. It is a little wet outside. We've been busy recording, doing things all morning. Home and Soul Harmony.
Yes, I've been sending pictures of the interview and the stuff that they're doing. I have yet to see Perla do Madonna. I'm waiting. When she does, I Can't Do Boring.
She can't do boring.
She does it. That's it right there. She does all of that wiggle stuff.
Their show was so much fun. I even got to whiten my teeth in the bathroom while they were recording a segment. We've been very busy.
I was wondering.
Do they look whiter?
Boy, it's good being you. I'm stressed.
I'm stressed. I got to go whiten my teeth in the bathroom. It's all good. Then I can get hypnotized. We've got dogs. We've got a whole lot going on. You're like the TikTok master coming up.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
That's the kids in the back made me do a TikTok master.
But apparently you messed up the format because 2 is like this, and you did this.
This is 2.
So they got to figure out the 2 and 2.
Well, if you go 1 and 1 is 2.
They'll figure it out.
This is 2. Tell them to leave it alone. Anyway, you remember a couple of weeks that I said to you that I wanted to bring in a hypnotist?
Yes, for me.
And you laughed. For you.
I know.
And you laughed. You laughed. You said, yeah, there he goes. That night, I saw someone. She's here in the studio today. And my idea was, how do I convince her to come from Jupiter to be?
Oh my gosh!
From Jupiter,
wow!
To be in here on the rainiest season in Florida. How do I do that?
What'd you do?
I asked her 15 times.
And she finally gave in?
She finally gave in and said, okay, what is this all about? What do I got to do? And I says, Johnny, you come on down. But remember I told you I was going to bring one in. All of a sudden, I have all these specimens in here.
Oh my gosh, what a show lineup we have today. We've got hypnotists, we've got Perla, the interior designer, we've got oral health and hygiene, and Lisa Dwoskin doing her thing of meditation and exercise.
And then there's you.
And then there's me.
The helpful kind.
Then there's me, the stressful kind that needs everybody's help. And then there's you, the kind that just sits there for 2 hours.
I don't sit there.
Doing what you do.
There's a lot of prep work that has to be done over there with Jay. Jay's been on it today.
I know. She's on point.
She's been all over the place telling me, okay, get out the way. She tells me, move. You're in the way.
We got it done, though.
It's getting done.
Just a few more segments to put together, and then they'll have episodes 5 and 6 in the can.
I know. And these ladies all are working on other episodes. It's amazing that Perla and Lisa actually work together. Because I still don't understand it, but it does work when the two of them get together. And then they got this poor soul in the middle. And she's like, her head turns like this.
There's actually a comment that came in this morning on one of your shows, and a woman said, I love the energy of the two of you together. She says, I don't speak very much English, but I don't need to because I understand the way you guys communicate. And I thought her name is Carolina, and she wrote in this morning on one of your shows. I'm like, that is just unbelievable. She wrote it in English, but she's like, my English is not so very good, but she loves the chemistry between the two of you. Which was really great. So you want to chit-chat with the ladies while they're here? Or you want to start with Janet?
I don't know, Janet. Do you want to find out what the room is like? We start with them, or do we start with you?
Yeah, then start with them.
Start with them, right? Because that way you can get a feel to what you're dealing with here.
So we've got Lisa and Dale and Perla. All right, Lisa and Perla are the hosts of Home and Soul Harmony, which is when they first came to us with this show, it was like Lisa's here and Perla's there and Lisa's here, and then Perla doesn't do boring. And I'm telling you, if you don't do boring, you have to check out their show. They just recorded their 5th and 6th episode. Episode 4 airs this week. And the color coordination that you ladies bring, as we film it, it's always a little different. When it comes together, it is beautiful. All right, so welcome. Tell us about Home and Soul Harmony. You're like already in through your first month. How's it going?
How's it going, Perla?
You go ahead, Lisa.
It's going amazing. We love it. It really, you know what? It really is meant to be, because it's coming together like without any effort. It really.
That's easy for you to say. You just have to go. Yeah, come out with all these fabulous ideas and keep you entertained and inspired when it comes to your home. So you say it's easy, huh?
Yes. But we don't even script anything. We're so natural. No, you didn't script that?
No.
We're so natural. We're so professional. We're just awesome. Home and Soul. And then we got the Oreo cookie. She's the vanilla in the middle. Dale, our oral hygienist, fitness expert.
Oral fitness before. She is
Oral fitness.
She does like fitness. She's doing the oral fitness.
And
How do you
health.
like that?
Yes.
Finesse. Don't say finesse.
Oral finesse.
Yeah.
Look at Dale. Dale's
That
like,
changes the whole scope
No,
of
no,
it.
no. Fitness changes.
Perla,
the
Dale's
scope.
like this. Get me out of the middle of these two.
Fit those teeth. Fitness in the teeth. Oral. No, baby.
You know what? The three of us all have our own TV shows too. Life Rescue,
that's
Dream
great. This is
Formula,
interesting, yes.
and the Decor Diva. And we have worked our booties off, 6 episodes
how we got
each.
together.
That's all we all got together, right?
Yeah,
For the TV
well,
shows.
That's the interesting part, because we're all coming from different worlds, you think, and she's coming from the fitness of the soul and the physical. She's fitness in your oral stuff, and I'm fitness in your home. So
And
we're all
she's
together. You covered.
fitnessing your mouth.
Oh, okay. How about letting her say something?
Excuse me, who's the one talking all the time?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Don't be shy. Hi.
Okay, we'll take
She's
over
covered.
again, Perla.
She's covered.
No, go ahead.
No, I get
Dream
to look at-
Formula,
It's
your
amazing.
show.
It's
Dream
amazing.
Formula.
We can't wait.
We
Yeah.
get to look at Perla's boots. Perla's boots. If you just tune in just to see their outfits and their coordination, you've never seen anything like her boot and her jacket collection. 600 pairs of boots.
600 pair of shoes.
Shoes or boots? Perla, how many boots? 600 pairs or shoes?
Well, yeah, like 600 pair last time I counted. But they all fit.
Size my size.
I'm Lisa's
And I
size.
went in her
She
closet
wore.
and got the purple ones. I just
Not called
haven't.
closet. Hello.
A
What's it
boutique.
called?
Boutique.
Boutique, sorry.
I haven't stolen them
Le
yet.
boutique.
La boutique.
call
Do
them
you
closets
rent
anymore.
your boots? Is that a thing? Do you
No.
highlight
No, I
them?
don't rent them. I don't rent them all unless you want me to rent it for a day. I mean, what size are you? I don't have a problem renting them to you.
I'm a 10, but if
Oh, perfect. That's what she is.
Yeah.
No,
But
but
10
he's
for
a
guys
male
is different
10.
than a lady, no?
That's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have ones with open toes.
that's what I was going to ask you. If you have ones with open toes,
Say that again?
if you have one with open toes, I would wear it.
That's it. See, we think alike. That's what I'm talking about, Freddie. There's always a solution, no matter what.
I
You
love
ladies-
the trees behind us.
You guys, you have 3 separate shows.
Yes.
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 But when you come together, it shifts, but yet who you are stays intrinsic to Home and Soul Harmony.
Well,
Tell
yeah,
us how
soul
you bring
harmony. We
how
could-
do you bring it all together? Because Lisa, you do meditation and you do fitness. Perla does interior design and feng shui, and then you've got the dream catcher in the middle with
Oh, the dream
the
catcher.
dream catcher
I love that.
There you
with
go.
her oral health and dental hygiene. But you bring all your separate parts together to make the whole greater than the sum of the parts. What is your goal of your show, of the show that you're doing here?
Is really bringing peace, love, and light into people's mind, body, spirit, into their home and into their mouth. All at the same time.
They're
because now she's part of
Not
our
just
show,
the
right,
mouth. She's
Perla?
not just doing the mouth. I mean, that's just
The spa, too.
Yeah.
About dreaming,
She's
about
got-
making your
she's-
dreams reality.
she's got-
That was,
Yes.
that's my show.
reality,
Manifestation.
making the dreams come to reality.
No, but
manifesting the reality.
the question was about home and soul harmony.
Oh, well, that's easy. You know, basically it's all connected because your soul, you know, it's important. I mean, it is you. You wake up with yourself and go to sleep with yourself every day. So your soul needs to be balanced physically, mentally, spiritually, and all of that. And that's what Lisa's been doing for like 35, 40 years. I don't know how many, but why?
30, don't push
years,
it.
something like that. And, you know, a long time. And she knows her craft. And me, I've been doing interior design for 40 years and all over the world. And no matter what culture you are, no matter if it's a big house or a small house, at the end of the day, you're going to go to sleep there. You're going to wake up in your house. So it has to be harmonized within your own soul. There's no cookie cutters going on here. The same house that works for you doesn't mean it's going to be the same house that works for your next door neighbor or your sister. It's all individually designed for that particular soul. So that's where we bring home and soul harmony. We harmonize it all together that way.
Harmonize the home and the soul, right?
Yes, together.
Your
That's-
mind, your body, your spirit, your life, how you eat, how you live, how you think, who you surround yourself with. It's very important, and I can't wait to hear from this beautiful lady about hypnotherapy.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to hear
because
that.
that's all about the soul and the mind and the body. And Dale, should you say anything before? Poor Dale.
Well,
We're
you
all
know-
there,
Dell
You know,
is
the-
manifesting her own dream just coming
Yes.
from this. Something good's going to happen. Something big is coming. You know, she's a master 11, and she's
And triple Capricorn.
and typical Capricorn. Hello, I'm between
Triple,
two.
triple.
So I got 4 Capricorns right here. Okay.
And Dale does have an amazing show called The Dream Formula. And then we all have our individual shows, Life Rescue TV, Dream Formula, and Decor Diva. So we have a lot
We
going
got a lot
on.
of you guys. We're gonna be busy now. We're gonna make a show about us making a show together, of my show with her show and her show, and this home and soul harmony. How it all came about with the 3 of us, and we're gonna harmonize it all.
Oh my
You know,
God.
the
but
physicality, I've known Lisa a while. The physicality of what you want to accomplish has to begin with the mind, the body, and the spirit. I remember that's the first thing I learned with Lisa. And then when you go into your dwellings, your homes, your spaces, the cars you drive, the different things that you do, you surround yourself with that positive energy. A la the house, as you can tell. And we believe in that in here because we believe color is healing. But the most important aspect that people don't talk about is your mouth. Because your mouth is what contains everything. Inward, outwards is how you eat, is how you breathe, is how you talk, is how you smile, and it's also the center for bacteria. Your diseases in your mouth go to your heart and they kill you.
Yep.
True?
Absolutely.
So it's an important aspect. That's why the 3 of them actually, what are you looking at me for? The 3 of them
I
actually
know, you
correlate.
went to pre-med. I'm impressed.
I'm pre-med, baby.
I'm
That's
just
right.
so impressed.
Watcha. But it does make sense.
Yes.
Even though you sit back and you watch the 3 of them, the way they do things so differently is what it makes sense. And then they put it all together. And they're able to sit there. And I tell you that they was going to be in the middle going like this. Because between them two, there's all sorts of things going on. But it's an important element of life.
Yeah.
And this stage was actually built for somebody who came in here and told us that we had to face, what was it, Francois, whatever.
Feng Shui.
We had the French way, so that stage was actually built in that hole, and the piano was put towards that northern,
North-south.
yeah, that north deal. Everything's going in that direction now. I thought she was crazy, but as soon as we did it, everything changed. True? Everything changed. So it doesn't surprise me anymore now when they do their thing. And it looks like they're gonna explode and go in 100 miles an hour, and next thing you're done is done. And that's the art of being professional.
Yeah.
It's the art of them understanding what they want to do. They may have to express themselves loudly, but look at the studio. You don't think you express yourself in here?
A little bit.
A little? Oh, now it's a little bit. You know, sometimes we have to look in when we're looking out, and that's what I see when I see the 3 of them. I think it's fantastic.
All right, why don't we take a quick break? When we come back, we're going to introduce you to Janet Rotella, hypnotist, and her buddy with her little big daddy. Little Big Daddy. I was going to say Little Big Guy. Little Big Daddy is with her. You don't even know who that is.
It's going to get better.
More to come. You can give us a call at 888-994-4995 Studio A. Like and follow us all over social media at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, as well as Ant Media Productions, home to all of the other shows and podcasts that we produce right here, including Home and Soul Harmony. More to come, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
At Genix, we believe skincare should be both powerful and purposeful. Beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. Powered by women, made for everyone. Packed with bovine placenta, a rare regenerative ingredient rich in growth factors and nutrients. Infused with collagen peptides and hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and coconut oil. Each ingredient is powerful on its own, but even better together. Feel the science, see the glow. Shop Genix now at genixbeauty.com.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Step into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilson Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilson. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilson Art Gallery today.
Looking for a fun, delicious escape the whole family will love? Welcome to Sinful Crepes in Boynton Beach, where sweet meets savory in every bite. From classic Nutella dreams to loaded breakfast crepes, plus a full lineup of rich, bold coffee, there's something for everyone. Kids can even color their very own 3D printed bulldog while you sip and savor. Yes, 3D printed, colorful bulldogs you can take home. Visit us today at 1050 East Gateway Boulevard, Suite 103, Boynton Beach, Florida, or call at 561-509-7309 to order ahead. See you soon. Nova Fresh Kitchen in Boca Raton is a vibrant, fast casual eatery ideal for health-conscious dinners. With a bright, fresh ambiance, a nutritious and fully gluten-free menu ranging from breakfast pastries to protein-packed bowls, soups, smoothies, and coffee, it is a reliable choice for a fresh, wholesome bite any time of day. You can find them at 625 Northeast Spanish River Boulevard, Boca Raton, or order online at novafk.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hyper outgoing. Yes.
And we're back. He's a little bit of everything. He's a whole lot of love in a basket. All right, so do we want to...
Yeah, we've got Janet Rotella joining us. She is a hypnotherapist. I need to ask the difference between a hypnotist and hypnotherapist. And her sidekick, Little Big Daddy, is with us. So welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Thank you for having us.
We have never had, is it hypnotherapist?
I am actually certified professional hypnotist.
What's the difference?
Hypnotherapist is also a clinical hypnotherapist is also a usually a psychotherapist as well. I am a certified professional hypnotist, a Reiki master, energy worker, sound and somatic healer, meditation teacher. I'm EFT certified, IEMT, EMDR. These are all acronyms that
It's a lot of letters.
Yeah, do a lot of things. Yeah.
Psychotherapist is the one that interests me. What is a psychotherapist per se? What does that thing do?
It's basically just your regular counseling therapist with a master's of social work, clinical therapy. When you see the people with the MSCW after their names, it's a more, they do like talk therapy. They can do behavior modification. A lot of us overlap, but they go a little bit more intense onto the clinical side, the therapy side of it, whereas we go, there's all
But
kinds.
that's not what you do.
No, I do. I specialize in trauma, anxiety. I work with autistic, special needs, load, and nonverbal. I do a lot of energy work with them as well, and more somatic healing. I do more of the, I always say the modalities. Like I work with psychotherapists who will do the talk therapy and work with their clients and then say, maybe you should try hypnosis. Maybe you should try sound healing. Maybe you should try, tapping. So more of like the action items of.
How does being a hypnotist, being hypnotized, help with anxiety?
Usually when there's anxiety, there is a root cause of something. What is making you anxious? Anxiety is an effect of something else, usually an underlying something in our subconscious, a trauma that we don't even realize. We have things that happen throughout our life and we don't even realize that is being stored. It's like being stored in the back of a closet. Like we all have that dress that we're going to wear again. We're going to put it in the back of the closet and it comes out when we least expect it, when there's triggers, anchors. There's triggers and anchors in hypnosis. So something that we may not even realize may trigger us, and it could be the slightest thing. It could be a noise, it could be a sound, it could be a picture. There's millions and millions and millions of different triggers that come out, and again, the anxiety is a reaction. It's a physical reaction of what is subconsciously subconsciously traumatized us.
And when you do a session with somebody, is it like what you see on stage, where they say, okay, we can make you do funny things, or is it actual functional hypnosis?
Great question, and I get that all the time. So there are so many different types of hypnosis. There is everything from clinical hypnotherapy, as I said, for anxiety, for trauma, for PTSD, for all kinds of fears, fears of dogs, fears of birds, fears of flying, fears of heights. And then there is stage and street hypnosis, which is what most people think of when they think of hypnosis. They think we're going to, put you out and you're not going to remember anything. You're going to cluck like a chicken. You're going to walk funny. You're going to, do different things under different commands. But hypnosis is not the type of hypnosis that I do, and the clinical hypnotherapy that I and so many others do is so different from that. It can be, can heal childhood trauma. It can heal relationship issues. It can heal addictions. Hypnosis is all about reprogramming the mind, having a different reaction or having a different action item to something when we are under stress or we do have those triggers. And it's very, as I was explaining to the ladies earlier, it's very participatory. A lot of people think I'm going to knock you out and you're not going to say a word, whereas it's the exact opposite. We're going to, when you have a hypnosis session with me, I do a very thorough intake. It's usually about a 3-hour long intake where I go back to the root cause. We go back to why are you having this reaction? Even if it's something as simple as a smoking addiction, which smoking is the number one thing that people go to hypnosis for. But we go back to when you had your first cigarette. And if you ask a smoker or ask anybody with any kind of addiction when their first drink was, or tell me about your first drink, tell me about your first cigarette, tell me about your first anything, they literally remember every detail of it.
But then I got a question. If you are a chain smoker,
Uh-huh.
and you get to the root of the person smoking, and it's triggered by something else that triggers something else, do you get that deep with people? Do you get, and aren't you like awake and sort of in a state, because you're not asleep.
No.
And you got to get people to sort of like, they did this in high school with me. It's the reason I remember vaguely. Maybe this is why I sit around a lot. Very vaguely. And what he said to us is that you're going to be hypnotized, but you're in a trance state.
Yes.
So they say, lift your hand. And then if you lift your hand, you're still not there. It got to the point where you couldn't lift your hand, and then he would ask questions. But you know what's going on. It's not like that movie where he sees skinny women everywhere you go. I wish it was like that.
Me too. Me too.
But it doesn't work that way. But are there minds that actually get closer to that than the real thing, where you're conscious and you know what's going on? You actually do know what's going on. Is there a state where it gets really, really deep?
Yes. So there's different brain states, and a hypnosis brings you into the theta brain state, which is just a deeply, deeply relaxed brain state, and you are conscious. When I start a hypnosis session, I always say, I'm bringing you into a deep state of relaxation. You are in control. Because again, it's your issue. It's not mine, which is why it's participatory. And you talk, I'll ask you questions. I'll bring you into this deep, relaxed state, and then we'll go back to that first cigarette. Who were you with? Where were you? Is it day or is it night? Is it cold? Is it warm? And that's for you to answer these questions. So you're deeply relaxed. And when you're in that deeply relaxed state, again, is when you can reprogram the brain. Instead of grabbing for that cigarette, you might grab, we replace it with something healthier, a bottle of water, an apple, or just remove the craving altogether. And you remember everything, and you're out longer than you realize. It's interesting. I always take continuing education classes myself, and I was doing a class this winter on past life regression. And the people that were out during the session, they recorded them. And at the end, they asked every single person, how long did you think that you were out? And almost every single person said 20, 22 minutes, 25 minutes.
It was hours.
It was between 2.5 to 4 hours. And I didn't even believe it myself. And then I tried it with my own clients. I started recording them and writing down the time that we would start the session. And I would turn my clock around so they couldn't see it when they woke up. And I would say, how long did you think you were out? 20 minutes. And then I would show them, I said, it's 2.5 hours later,
Wow.
It's 3 hours later.
Is it
but
ever-
they remembered everything.
Everything. Is it
Everything.
everlasting? In other words, if you were to work with Lisa and made her more calm, because Lisa's like whatever, does that last like forever? Or do you have to have like a bump course or something?
Well, there's something that we call anchors. So do you know about anchors? No. So triggers are the things that set you off. This is what gives me anxiety. This is what is recalling my PTSD. This is what is making me grab for the drink, the cigarette, whatever the behavior is. And then there's something called anchors. And anchors is exactly what it sounds like. If you think about an anchor, we drop anchor in a boat or a ship or something to keep us stable, to calm the waters, to calm us from sailing away, from drifting away. And that could be, something peaceful, something good, something that makes you feel better. Most often, almost every single person does the same thing. I ask somebody to put their hand on a part of their body that feels safe, feels calm, feels peaceful, and choose a word. Almost everybody puts their hand over their heart and says love. Not everybody. I had one person say Dodgers. I was like,
You'd be the Mets.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Likes baseball.
It was like Dodgers, and they put their hand on their hip. I was like, okay, different, but if that works for you, okay. And I've had this done myself. When I was hypnotized, and I did the same thing, hand over my heart, said love. It's absolutely crazy, but when you find that was my anchor. And when you find yourself in that stressful situation, in that trigger, in that, scary moment or whatever, you go back to it. It's like it's programmed into you. And you just love, love, live, love. Within 3 times of saying it, you'll find your heart rate calming down, the palms getting, not as sweaty, that you'll just see everything, your entire nervous system just calming down. It's going back to your anchor. So that's part of what we work with on the intake or during a session, why my sessions are so long. Let's go over your anchors. Let's go over your triggers.
Tell you, I remember at high school, they did this. It was a professor that came in from the University of Michigan. And I remember there was 5 of us they picked. I still remember looking at the blackboard and him doing his thing. And it's funny because every time I feel anxiety sort of build for me, the first thing I do is sit and start to breathe, and then I relax, and it doesn't bother me. And they'll tell me here, well, why are you sitting here? The house is on fire. I says, I don't know. I'm telling you. I mean, this is how I react to emotional situations. And you know me 10 years. You know me 12 years.
He sits.
Yeah.
He doesn't, but I don't have the same oomph. Let's say like Perla does. When Perla gets on a road, watch out now. The trucks are coming, the highways are open, and here we go, boom, boom, boom. But this is why I ask you. High school was many years ago, and I still am affected that way. Even coaching, they used to say to me, "What is wrong with you? This is the biggest game of the year, and you're just sitting there having a cup of coffee and a newspaper." I said, "Yeah, and."
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
I'm thinking. I think I found out. You ever been hypnotized?
No, I never have, but what you just said is so profound to me as a life coach, because I teach people how to face their challenges, their traumas, their childhood issues. And the problem is most people in the world, the universe, whatever, do not face their traumas. So let's talk about grieving a loved one. People want to run away. They want to bury themselves in work or alcohol or drugs. They don't want to face their traumas, like divorce too. We've all been through it. These are very stressful situations that need to be addressed, because if they're not addressed, they haunt you later on in life. So I'm always teaching my clients, like, you have to talk about it. We need to work through it. Journal. But now with what you're doing, we definitely have to connect, because if you could help the clients that I'm helping with the meditation and the journaling exercise, and then we can do what you do.
There's
wow.
a show right there.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Yes,
You get
I love
hypnotized
it.
While you're training and do that, hypnotize, and then you got the oral.
Well, the
stuff.
dental office, everybody needs to be
Absolutely.
calm, because everybody's most people are traumatized in the dental
That's
office.
a huge
I know.
fear. Huge
Yes.
fear. The
Oh,
dentist, the
yes,
dental
yes, I
office.
know.
Yeah.
I remember saying one time to a acupuncturist I wanted to do some work with, and I said, you're missing out on a whole clientele of people that won't come because they're afraid of needles.
Yes.
And he said to me, oh, none of our clients are. And I said, because they're your clients. That's the point. The people that are afraid aren't calling you. And the same thing with the dentist. There's all kinds of fears. One of the things I say in my office all the time is we have something for everyone, because everyone has something. And if you don't think you have something, you probably have the biggest.
That's the biggest one. More of them.
I mean, and think about it. I mean, and it may not be, I was, a first responder in 9/11, or I was molested as a child or something. It could be something as simple as, think about it. Think about all of your friends. Isn't there always somebody, I have to sit on the end. I can't sit facing the door. I need my special pillow.
Sounds like Perla.
I have to sit, that's a thing. I can't drive, well, we have to go out to eat early because I can't drive at night. Or, I can't drive in the rain, or I can't get out in the rain. It's a thing. Everybody has something. And where did that come from? And exactly what you said, if we don't deal with it, I find that most of my clients are middle-aged or older because when we're younger, we don't realize that we're going through it, or we're in denial that we're going through it, or we're trying something else to get through it. Maybe something healthy, maybe something not healthy. The drink, the cigarette, the illicit behavior, all of that. But if we don't go through it, it doesn't come out of us. It catches up with us. 98% of illnesses are caused by stress. And if we don't release it, if we don't do somatic healing, we were talking about that book before we
Many Lives, Many Masters.
The Body Keeps Score.
Oh,
The Body
right,
Keeps
right.
Score.
That one too.
Excellent book. It's about how, if we don't release it, it's going to come out in heart disease, diabetes, high cholesterol, all of that. One of the things we also do in my center is somatic healing. People think we're crazy, but we have scream therapy. And people are like, really, screaming? And I have pillows all around my center. And I tell people, bring a frying pan, because I only have a few. And we hit the pillows with
Where
the
is your
frying
center?
pan. It's in Jupiter, 900 East Indian Town Road. Yeah, but screaming. Not everybody, and I teach meditation as well. But I always say not everybody is healed with an om.
No,
They can't calm down. They can't. They have to release it and let it out and get it out. And people think I'm crazy when I say you want to yell, you want to scream, you want to curse, you want whatever you want to do, and come in here and do it. And they're like, really? And I'm like, well, in here. Because it's a controlled environment.
Yeah, don't go
so
to the
you
movies.
don't do it out there. So
don't go
you
to the
don't
movies
have
and
the
do that.
meltdown in Publix. I remember one of my favorite stories was my sister with special needs, and she would swear like a sailor. And actually, I used to tell her, I'm like, I know sailors, and they don't swear like you do. And she would do this devil scream, and a lot of nonverbal or low verbal or autistic or special needs neurodivergent people have, and children have behavioral meltdowns. But in my former life, I was a massage therapist, and when I would massage her shoulders and anybody in her community, they were like marshmallows. But if I would massage somebody on, who had a seat on Wall Street, they were like a brick wall. And I'm like, there's something to releasing this. So one night she was, and this is many, many years ago, she was carrying on with her swearing at me, and I took her back to her group home. I called them up, and I said, I don't even know if I'm stopping the car. I'm just going to come to a slow roll, catch her. And I cried the whole way home, and I got in the shower, and I tried this. I tried the screaming and yelling, the same things that she did, and I felt like $1 million.
In the shower?
Yeah. And when I
would
got
have
out,
drowned.
But it's the release. It is the release.
But there is something to that because Perla and I have talked about it a lot because she doesn't like my own meditation. But she hits the drums. The drums is her form of meditation. So talk about that. Like you go crazy on the drums.
I mean, I got a beat.
Yeah, and it's great.
Hello, I can do some with Shakira here. Hello.
But you release your stress and
I release my stress in a different way, and trust me, I got plenty. Okay, and the point being is that, and also you're talking about the fears. We all have our worst fear.
Yes.
I got one that's like, that's no boring. That's my worst fear. I just can't do boring. I don't want anything boring because I need to be, moving and stimulated. That's a good word for it. So, I mean, that's not fear, but that's kind of like my fear. And you mentioned pillows, that some people like to hit pillows. Well, I'm doing that all the time. I'm karate chopping my pillows and make sure they look perfect on every sofa. Maybe I'm releasing some, stress on that. I'm passionate about what I do, and I release my own stress in my own way by creating, by doing, by coming out with new ideas, reinventing. And that's that. So I'm not saying your is not good.
No,
I think it's
for you.
awesome.
But it's not good for you. But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break. More to come, more conversations to come. We also have Helen Archer joining us, the Cosmic Astrology Society. She hasn't been here in a couple weeks, so yes, we're adding another layer to your ohms and your somatic healing and everything else because maybe a lot of it's written in the stars. So more to come on the other side of this break. It's all in the stars. We'll be right back.
Craving bold flavors and the freshest fish in town? Welcome to Sushi Bang Bang. where every roll is a work of art and every bite pure joy. From crispy tempura to melt-in-your-mouth sashimi, this isn't just sushi. It's an experience. Bring your friends, bring your appetite. Call now to reserve 561-292-3705.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
At Coriander, we bring you simplified yet elevated Indian food, where every spice, every aroma, and every clay oven dish is a celebration of your senses. From the rich warmth of cinnamon and cloves to the depth of turmeric and coriander, our curries are crafted with love, passion, and tradition. Comfort food from across the ocean. Come taste the magic at Coriander. Visit us at 3441 Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, or call 561-739-3952 to order today. Coriander, where flavor meets comfort.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. You know, I had LASIK done when I was in my 50s, maybe 10 years ago. And I remember I went to Midtown Manhattan and I had the doctor there and they give you these little pills. What do they call that? Those that you take?
Xanax?
Yeah, like that, Xanax. So
Valium?
Maybe it was one of each, who knows. So he says to me, do you want this? And I said, what is that? And he said, it calms you down. And I said to him, no, I don't want that. Why? He said, well, I'm about to cut your eye open. So he says to me, do you want two? So we went from 1 to 2. I didn't take any. I says, no, I don't need any of that. Don't worry about it. Just do what you got to do. So when I got home, my sister said, you know, you got the patch and all this on. She says, did you take any painkiller? No. You can't give you painkillers. They need to know that they're not making you go blind. And they talk to you while you're having this damn thing done. And you go through the whole experience. And the more I talk to you, the more I remember just being so calm. Again, anybody else is probably on the ceiling like, oh my God. Yeah, because they cut both my eyes open. They had to straighten out the corneas to take away my stigmatism and the whole nine.
Well, maybe it's in the stars.
Well,
I'm going to ask Helen.
Nice segue.
We've got Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society joining us. Apparently it is in your stars right now because everything is back in Pisces. So it's always Freddie's time. So let's roll her intro. And there she is.
And 4 people have told me it's back in Pisces.
It's back in Pisces.
What does that mean? Let's start there.
Welcome,
okay,
Helen.
so it was in Pisces for 2.5 years.
And okay.
What's it?
And then in May, it retrograded into Aries, the next sign.
Saturn?
Okay.
And so did Saturn and Neptune. They were together. They've been together for years. So
Having a relationship.
So they started retrograding. Most of the outer planets, the ones, that take a long time to go around the zodiac, are retrograding or moving backwards. And so Neptune and Saturn went from Aries, where they just kind of dipped their toes in, to 1 or 2 degrees, and now they've moved back into Pisces. So all those unresolved issues, including those subconscious issues, is the final phase for the next 3 months for you to deal with them. In the case of business and finance, you now have a lot more experience, and you should act on your experience, and that should give you more confidence to finish the projects that you started over the past 2 years.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. In the last, whatever it's been, these 2 ladies have walked into my life, one from 12, but it's all of a sudden the clock has opened up. Everybody from my past, including Professor, she came in from Orlando. She was in here for a little bit. Sabrina, that one over there. Now, we know her since 2019.
Before me.
No, not her.
Perla?
Perla.
Oh, yeah.
All of this stuff in the back now from yesteryear is all of a sudden at the door again. Is that because I'm supposed to fix what I messed up?
Yes.
Oh. Lisa, I'm so sorry.
You now have better insight.
Well, I have so much insight. I'm going to take
and more
me
confidence, and you can think outside the box. And that's what's important in your business. Your creative ideas are now at the peak.
You're in trouble. She says it's okay to be outside the box.
It's all right. I've got my team here that's going to hold me together.
In terms of what you ladies are doing, Mars has been in Libra, so it's been, legal and contract and negotiation matters that have come to the fore. But starting Monday, Mars will move into Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is like the battlefield of life, and it's going to bring all those emotions, all those feelings, and everything that's been like pushed back into the subconscious over the course of someone's life. They're no longer going to be able to keep it under wraps. It might become exploding out, especially if there's triggers. So this is a great time to reach people and help them deal with their emotions.
I'm moving in with you. Sunday night. You have an extra bedroom.
So Scorpio is a water sign. Water signs are the signs of emotion. So Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are now going to be energized, and they'll be more in touch with their emotions. So the good thing is that they can overcome some of these negative subconscious leanings. Once they're brought to light, they can be dealt with. And so the intensity, the passion, the new work cycle for these signs is about to start.
Anybody in here a Scorpio? My first wife was a Scorpio.
Your father was a Scorpio?
My father, your father.
That's why you're divorced.
My son.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank
So
you.
now all the Scorpios are energized.
You.
I'm a Scorpio.
So they're all energized. What does that mean?
So it's a new work cycle. When Mars enters your sign, when Mars comes back to where Mars was when you were born, it starts like a new work cycle. And if you've been diligent, if you've worked hard, if you've been dedicated to whatever it is you've been doing, if you're helping people, you're now going to work at a higher level for the next 18 months. So it's time to, initiate new projects, initiate new brands, new products, and to reveal some of the ideas and inventions that have been behind the scenes for the last, say, 7 years, because Uranus has been opposite in Taurus, and it's been really hard to get a grip, to make progress. There's been a lot of stops and starts. So now Mars is going to push you in the direction that you're supposed to go in. And whenever Mars is in a fixed sign, like Scorpio, it drives you a little too much. You push yourself a little too hard. So the word of warning is temper those and equalize and conserve your energies, because Mars is going to, cause a lot of activity. It's going to force you to do more than, you might be comfortable with, but in the 6-week cycle, it's not going to replace your energy. So your energies are going to deplete. So you have to conserve the energies. And the other thing with Mars in Scorpio, Scorpio can be quite angry. So we have to temper our anger and bring it to a conclusion. We don't want to start controversies. We want to, if we find we have an issue with someone or something, to deal with it immediately, to not push it back into the subconscious, to deal with it, discuss it rationally, come to a conclusion, then we can relax, then we can feel better about, moving ahead.
She talking to you?
Just dealing with all the triggers, I guess, in our subconscious.
As far as Aries is concerned, Mars is leaving Libra. So you've been in a low energy cycle. I heard you were sick. Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
Good. So you've been in the low energy cycle, and I know you didn't relax. I know you didn't temper your work. You increased it. You did more. You demanded more. You thought more. You wanted more, and so you depleted your energies.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I could talk to you for that, because I'm sure, I'm telling you, she's killing us.
So now you can renew your energies. The planets are positive. The other positive thing is we now have 3 planets in Virgo. So happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. You've got 1 more week left of Virgo. And Virgo is the sign of details, of analysis, of administrative and technical issues. If you're launching a product, if you have a project, and you want to know how you're going to finish it, how you're going to manage all the details, find a good Virgo to help you.
All right, a lot of good things happen. You got questions?
Nope.
What about Capricorn?
Capricorn is benefiting.
And you, Aries, you already hit.
Capricorn is benefiting through the planets in Virgo. Capricorn is an earth sign. It's a sign of business. It's a sign of the workaholic. So Capricorn needs to temper home, work, family, relaxation, and find time for all of it. Money is really important to Capricorn. They like money in the bank. To them, that's security. So they will work very, very hard, and every penny counts. But Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus are the earth signs, and they can attend to details. They're great in business. They're financial managers. So if you need help in that way, seek those people out. If you're a Capricorn, over the last 21 years, Pluto was in Capricorn. So there was a lot of changes that went on. There was a lot of soul searching. There was a transformation, more spiritual energy. You had to watch, however, that there wasn't corruption in your life, that people weren't deceiving you. So you should have gone past all that. And now you're moving ahead, and your business should go forward. The forces of restraint and some of the forces of evil in some cases have left your sign.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that. They're very happy over there.
Yes.
Taurus is a great sign. Taurus gets into a rut. They love their home. Their home is their castle. They love their food. They're the earth mother. They're great parents, but they have a tendency to repeat and get into a routine. So over the past 7 years, Uranus, the planet of change, the planet of disruption, the planet of distance and travel, have impacted Taurus to where they've been forced to come out of their comfort zone and adapt new ways, new methods to grow, to expand their environment, and to get out of their rut. Now, if they didn't do that, if they clung to the past, if they clung to their routine, Taurus Uranus is now back in Taurus for the next few months, so you have a chance to make some changes and adapt to the new situations that are controlling your environment, some of which are out of your control, but you'll have more insight and more confidence to get out of your comfort zone and to, like I said, think out of the box.
Thank you.
Jill, what sign are you?
Thank
Okay.
you.
So for Pisces, and you're the Pisces too, Pisces is a very creative sign.
Very creative.
So you have all that creative energy, and in order to stay positive, you have to avoid sitting home and becoming morose, avoiding people because they hurt your feelings. Positive is very, very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Ouch.
So you need to be around people that support you. Pisces, you know, that negative energy, somebody always needs to pump you up. So you need to be around positive people. But anyway, so the Pisces energy, like I said, you've grown, you've had some trauma in your life, you've maybe lost some people that are dear to you, you maybe have had some chronic health issues that you had to deal with. You're now in the last phase of that Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, and you receive spiritual enlightenment. You receive a spiritual quickening, and so use your energy and use your creativity to create new works of art and to deal better with people, not take things so personally, and to be more realistic and stop looking at the world with rose-colored glasses, and therefore you can manage everything in your life. And Saturn is going to reward you for your hard work, and you'll be recognized for your experience. And it's been a while coming.
A while. Very long
30
while.
years.
That's right. I'm due, baby. Atlantic City, here I come.
All right, Helen, how do people find you?
I'm on Cosmic Astrology Society on Facebook. I'm having a great following on TikTok as Cosmic Astrologer. And we'll see what else is going to be coming up in the future.
All right, so Monday starts the Jewish High Holy Days. And you said Monday is when things are going to start shifting.
Monday is the solar eclipse.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
So Happy New Year to all the people who celebrate.
In the dark.
We wish you a great year and that you are written in the book of life. And so I want to say that the solar eclipse is a chance for change. So if you've been wanting change, if you've been embracing change, there's a small window of opportunity where you can make those changes and go from one situation to the next. Fortunes are made and lost during the solar eclipses. Leaders are deposed and new people arise during the solar eclipses. And the one good thing is it's at 3 in the afternoon, so it's not visible in North America, so we're not going to have the worst of the effects weather-wise and, you know, as far as earthquakes and volcano-wise. But as you know from the lunar eclipse, people do weird things. People snap when there's a lunar eclipse, which we just had at the beginning of September. We're past that influence, and now we can look forward to a new dawn.
A new dawn.
I think we should manifest at 3 o'clock on Monday. What are you doing Monday? Come
3 o'clock.
manifest. We should all be manifesting Monday here.
3 o'clock. We have to do the
3 o'clock,
mumbo
we'll all
jumbo.
do it.
Sally's
Yeah.
here, but we definitely should be manifesting something big Monday at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Something has to give.
Let's do it.
All
Jill,
right.
did you get the word to close?
No.
Not yet. That's you were right there.
Okay.
Right
That's
there.
good.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at Casey Market just in time for the Jewish High Holy Days. There's some segments we put together. See if you haven't cooked, put your order together. Again, sent me into a panic last night because I need to order food. So I'm thinking Casey Market, here I come.
Order food. I go to the bodega. I get everything I need.
Or that. The Casey Market's going to be the Jewish bodega for me.
That's it.
So more to come. Of course.
The next
Just grab your mic.
Step into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilson Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilson. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilson Art Gallery today.
Looking for a fun, delicious escape the whole family will love? Welcome to Sinful Crepes in Boynton Beach, where sweet meets savory in every bite. From classic Nutella dreams to loaded breakfast crepes, plus a full lineup of rich, bold coffee, there's something for everyone. Kids can even color their very own 3D printed bulldog while you sip and savor. Yes, 3D printed, colorful bulldogs you can take home. Visit us today at 1050 East Gateway Boulevard, Suite 103, Boynton Beach, Florida, or call at 561-509-7309 to order ahead. See you soon.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
Nova Fresh Kitchen in Boca Raton is a vibrant, fast casual eatery ideal for health-conscious dinners. With a bright, fresh ambiance, a nutritious and fully gluten-free menu ranging from breakfast pastries to protein-packed bowls, soups, smoothies, and coffee, it is a reliable choice for a fresh, wholesome bite any time of day. You can find them at 625 Northeast Spanish River Boulevard, Boca Raton, or order online at novafk.com.
Craving fresh, delicious, and affordable kosher products? Come visit Casey Market. Since 2009, we've been your trusted source for high-quality groceries, fresh meat, fish, deli, and more. We take great pride in our business and the quality of our products, including our irresistible kosher pastries, baked fresh daily at our on-site bakery, and our full-service catering for any occasion. Located at 3775 Woolbright Road in Boynton Beach. So whether you are on your lunch break, stocking up on essentials, or are looking for a sweet treat, come check out our wide selection. We offer refrigerated delivery across the Tri-County area and beyond. Visit us today or online at koshercentral.com. Contact us by phone at 561-396-9711. KC Market, where quality and customer satisfaction come together.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can't even scream because we are in KC Market.
I'm excited that we're actually going to be doing it a little bit different today. We're going on a live show to go grocery shopping at KC Market, getting ready for the Jewish High Holy Days or anything that you want. So we're going to walk through, shop, eat, try some things out.
She already purchased a purse.
I've already got my purse in there because it's going to be way too many things in this cart.
Are we there's going to be some friends that I'm being texted. They're going to meet us in the store as we walk around.
New technology and doing a lot of things. So we're going to start at the bakery. We start every Jewish holiday with dessert. Now I always know when my grandmother said eat dessert first because Ian said I can do this. So ready to go.
Well, you're gonna lead us as to what we're seeing. Ian is gonna join us. We're gonna have all sorts of friends in here, and everybody must have a favorite.
Here's the thing: no matter what religion you are, everything is based around family and food. Just like for Judaism, it's family and food, and our high holy days start at the end of this month, and it's all about family and food. So let's go shopping.
Let's do that.
All right.
Let's get going. All right, look who's here.
All right,
Welcome back.
We've got Ian. Ian is the manager of KC Market right here in Boynton Beach on Woolbright. How are we starting our holidays this year?
Welcome back, and of course we got the holidays coming up, but we can't forget tomorrow is Shabbos, so you got to start with your challah.
Okay.
And different from regular Shabbos during the high holidays, we do round challahs, we do raisin challahs, we want a sweet New Year, as well as honey cakes. We started to get in some of those as well. So we make several different types of challahs. These are pan challahs, or they call them hemishi challahs, like homemade challahs. Then we have whole wheat. We make a pretzel challah, some with sesame seeds, some with poppy seeds, water challahs as well, all different kinds.
All right, and then we move into the different honey cakes for the holidays.
Cakes and cookies and all your sweets.
And then the marble cake. Someone asked if they can always get marble cake here. They loved your marble cake from last month.
Yes, usually Thursdays and Fridays they start bringing all the marble cakes, all the sponge cakes, all the special cookies and cakes, and all the special babkas. And then you'll see those are over here. Howard's putting them on the shelf right now. We've got chocolate, which is the favorite, plus the cinnamon babkas. All our cakes here can be custom made. Little advance notice, we can make any kind of cake you'd like, specialize it, write whatever you want on it, Happy New Year, Lashana Tova, or even just a regular happy birthday.
This Day in History is brought to you by Cherry Auto Works. On September 16, 1620, the Mayflower sails from Plymouth, England, bound for the Americas with 102 passengers. The ship was headed for Virginia, where the colonists, half religious dissenters and half entrepreneurs, had been authorized to settle by the British Crown. However, stormy weather and navigational errors forced the Mayflower off course, and on November 21 the Pilgrims reached Massachusetts, where they founded the first permanent European settlement in New England in late December. On September 16, 1977, William Alton Carter III, then President Jimmy Carter's younger brother, appears at a press conference in Louisville, Kentucky, to announce that he is lending his name to a new beverage, Billy Beer. On September 16, 1908, Buick Motor Company head William Crapo Durant spends $2,000 to incorporate General Motors in New Jersey. Durant, a high school dropout, had made his fortune building horse-drawn carriages, and in fact he hated cars. He thought they were noisy, smelly, and dangerous. Nevertheless, the giant company he built would dominate the American auto industry for decades. On September 16, 1893, the largest land run in history begins with more than 100,000 people pouring into the Cherokee Strip of Oklahoma to claim valuable land that had once belonged to Native Americans. With a single shot from a pistol the mad dash began, and land-hungry pioneers on horseback and in carriages raced forward to stake their claims to the best acres. This Day in History is brought to you by Cherry Auto Works.
And we're back. And you know, Cherry is right across the street for all your automotive needs. He's right across the street. Happens to be a very nice guy. He's owned it for about a year now, right? That place. And my God, is he busy. But trustworthy, good mechanic. And just let them know that the cafe sent you.
So save the date. October 21st is our fundraiser for AMP Media Futures Foundation, and that gives all of our interns and our crew right here at the studio a chance to work in a real working studio, access to equipment, food, software, community collaboration, and teamwork. So join us October 21st at Crazy Uncle Mike's at 5 o'clock. We should have been inundating your mailbox by this point, so you can see it. Join us. Tickets are $33. Part of the proceeds go back to Crazy Uncle Mike's for a drink, some appetizers, and a raffle ticket, and the rest come back here to support our crew in their creative endeavor for the next generation for positive media coverage.
And Heather seems, her father dropped off her music, seems that she's going to participate. John Parker's going to participate. This is going to be some lineup you got going here. I don't know what you're going to do with these talents because they just keep getting better and better and better.
So I'm looking forward to that. And if you're looking to order food for the High Holy Days, which start on Monday for my people, they also have an incredible collection of kosher wines, so maybe we'll open up this next week. Go to koshercentral.com, and they deliver from Florida to Atlanta. If you put in your orders before 4 o'clock, you get the food the same day. Put in your orders for High Holy Days, for dinner, for breakfast, anything you want. They've got packages, full line of catering. The food looks unbelievable.
And if my Latino people, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. They got rice, they got beans, they got everything that a Latino can eat. I was there. I said, what? It's unbelievable.
Everything.
Everything. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish, not Jewish. If you're hungry,
if you eat food,
they got
love
everything.
it.
I've never seen a place like this in my life.
And they're incredibly nice. So check out koshercentral.com for all of your ordering needs. And before we wrap up, Helen tells us that we've got Mercury retrograde coming in November. But we're only in September, so we got a couple months to figure this out. All right, Helen.
You got time to figure it out. And the other thing is, you know, we were talking about contracts. Mercury has now entered Libra. So all those legal matters, all those contract negotiations can now be settled and solved for success.
I can sign?
They're like, yes.
I can sign?
Yes. And then Venus enters Libra on October 14th, so your fundraiser will be a total success because Venus will be opposite Aries, so that's a great popularity cycle for a month for Aries. And then, of course, Sagittarius, Mars will enter Sagittarius the beginning of November, and that's a positive cycle, too, for Aries and all the fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo.
I'll take
so good things coming up.
Wonderful.
It's funny,
Thank you.
the first fundraiser we did, I said to Dora, nobody's coming. Over 200 people showed up in here. Over.
That was last Christmas here.
And it was because she said it's going to be successful. It was the craziest thing I have ever witnessed in my life.
We raised $10,000, which was unbelievable.
It started at 6, and by 3:30, there was 50 people in here. I said, what the hell's going on here? Ran out of parking, the whole 9 yards. So that's why she moved it to Crazy Uncle Mike's. So she's afraid.
I couldn't do it in here
because
anymore.
we lost people. People couldn't park, so they left. So we're going to be at Crazy Uncle Mike's. I've asked Perla and Lisa to join us to bring I Can't Do Boring set. All of you are invited as well, but I want them to sit up on the stage because I'm a firm believer that if you stir a drink, it tastes better. And why not use them to stir it up a little bit?
So we're socially funded. They're going to be working with us to do a few private auction. We have 561 Music, and they're bringing some of the kids and music and to support the music industry because for them it's not about winning. They said they would much prefer to support a good cause and giving back to our students, our crew, those with and without special needs and neurodivergence to give them a fighting chance in this world. They said they're all in. So 561 Music is helping us out, and they took over the Sunfest account, for lack of a better term, last year for one day. They're now doing it this year for 2 days. And I'm hoping that we can help cover some of their media coverage in exchange for them helping us for this. We're going to help them it's going to be the first week in May up in West Palm. So that should be a great event also.
Be fun.
A lot of good music.
Should be fun. iHeart used to own and run Sunfest.
Can you imagine taking that endeavor on?
Yes, because I already spoke to Vic about it. So
oh my gosh.
they may be a radio station involved.
Wow.
just a different way.
All right, you ready to wrap this up? All right, Janet, tell people again where they can reach you. And me, I'm moving in on Sunday night, so we'll talk quick.
In addition to virtual services, because I have clients all over the world, I have a center up in Jupiter called Calm and Bright. It's here on my shirt, BRITE. It's at 900 East Indiantown Road, Suite 111. In Jupiter, Florida, and the website is calmandbright, BRITE.com. My phone number is 954-421-6655. You can also find me on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. And the email is calmandbright@gmail.com.
And look at her videos that she posts on Instagram, which I went through all of them.
Yes, Little Big Daddy and I.
I think word of the day is bright. Isn't one of your products named like White Bright?
White Tonight.
White Tonight.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. It's all about the light.
We going back to the bathroom for part 2?
No, second time, yeah, I do that later. But look how nice and bright they are.
I know, I need glasses.
All right, ladies. Perla, Lisa, how do people find your show?
Oh, you had an announcement. Your show on DB.
Yes, we're now on dbtv.tv. So we're also, of course, with you guys on AMP Media Productions. And also our Instagram accounts, Miss Decor Diva.
Yes.
What are they?
Well, you have at Perla Lichi, PERLALICHI, and at The Decor Diva by Perla Lichi. And then you have your Life Rescue.
Life Rescue. And most importantly, Home and Soul Harmony is our Instagram page.
That's our new one, yes. But
And
we
Dale?
also have
DaleAudrey.com and thedreamformula.tv.
Dreamformula.tv.
It's about manifesting and dreaming the life that you so desire.
It's a whole lot of going on. Season's coming. Why not peel it back and let's let it rip?
How's it feel for you to be part of all this manifestation and dreaming, life rescue, all the things that you don't believe in? What's that like for you?
Don't say I don't believe it. Lisa, she says I don't believe in it.
Wait. I got to say something before we're done.
Here she goes.
He is the most spiritual man I've ever met. And let me tell you,
Yes, he is.
he's my life coach. When I need advice, he gives it to me with the well, I won't tell you what.
Cat's out of the bag, huh?
voices.
That's the old
He
soul
has
in Pisces,
spiritual.
she'll say.
He has very
Yes.
spiritual gurus and guides that are leading him. He's much more spiritual. He just fakes it around you.
Yeah.
But Lisa was
No need to show.
involved in production, a part of my life when we were growing. I hadn't met you yet. We were just learning how to do what we do. And she was at the time when things started to turn around, because before Lisa, things were pretty lean. It was tough. People didn't understand what streaming meant, what cameras could do for you, and video. And you look at YouTube now or Facebook, there was a time none of that existed.
Yeah.
It was until she came along, all her energy, Lawrence Taylor, all these football players, everything that she brought with her, she just didn't show up. She brought a lot of noise. And it's you that I owe the thank you, because you turned everything that AMP did around. You gave it a chance to survive.
Thank you. And I thank you because you're the one who got me started. So it's just a love fest.
It's a love fest. Round and round.
It was cool.
All right,
It
you
was
ready
very
to wrap this up?
Yes, let's do that. We
All
got to shoot Perla in her natural to finish those 2 shows.
And
yes.
this Friday, we're going to be at Bramer's Brazilian Cuisine.
That's this Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday.
In like 3 days.
We're going to be there. We're going to be at Bramer's. There's a party there. All of you invited. You want to come down and do
Come
this
have
party
some lunch,
there?
Bramer's, Boynton Beach.
Best pizza in Florida.
Gateway Boulevard and Boynton Beach. Come and join
right
us
off
for
of
some
95.
lunch.
It's fun. We're going to have, see if I get some singers or something. I don't know. I got to see if somebody's around who can sing.
She can sing.
Who? Who can sing?
What?
Jill? Jill? How do you know Jill can sing?
She told me.
Oh.
27 years. Jill, didn't you do Cirque du Soleil something for 27 years?
I did.
Yeah. And you sing, and you dance, and you put things together? Maybe. We'll see. But she may be at a closing on Friday. That's why I don't want to say nothing yet.
All right, Friday, we're going to be at Bramer's Brazilian up on Gateway Boulevard. Come on out, join us, have some lunch. Helen, come on up, have some fun with us.
You should come up. Let people.
Oh, it's a nice way to wrap up the week.
Yeah.
All right,
End it
have a
on a
great
note.
afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.